Hello, everybody. It is Lasha from High Voltage. Welcome to the channel. For those of you who have never been to this channel before, and if you're interested in charitable work, missionary work, real people, authenticity, and humor, a little entertainment, a little reading, I don't usually talk about celebrities, but I just wanted to explain what we're doing here and why Meghan Markle's face is the green screen. Trevor and I are not sure if we'll be conducting the live on the 18th or after Easter. So I know Charlene is very interested in this contest, and T Bird is interested in this contest. Care Give Out, Len So, um, Kawar, I know you'll come on, Eric, and uh, Christine, and Jennifer. So I do remember the names, and I hope I didn't forget anybody. So the Meghan Markle questions trivia contest are on the playlist, and the playlist reads Meghan Markle Trivia. To look through is the China Blue Book Nook. And those are videos that are about the intent, origin, goal of the channel, a little bit about myself and Trevor. This is our channel collaboratively, and we're hosting trivia. So we'll be asking, I want to ask approximately 30 questions. I want this to be, you know, a real brain teaser. Is it Matthew Staples or Steven that um, has trivia contests all the time? And his trivias are really, really hard. I've tried his trivia, and you can't find the answers on Google quick enough. You have to know the information. So to win the $100, I'm giving everybody a head start. Sample questions for Meghan Markle on the Meghan Markle playlist on High Voltage, as well as the China Blue Book Nook, wherein you can find out a little more about why this is a non-donation charity. So what does that mean? Why am I giving out $100 for people to participate in a fun trivia contest? Well, there has to be a prize at the end. And the reason I'm using Meghan Markle as an example, shameful. The exact goal of what we're trying to achieve here on High Voltage is the complete opposite of Meghan Markle. And in our humble opinion, there aren't a lot of channels like this one. And you might be asking yourself, why do you give out money to people? You're not even monetizing yet. Like, who are you? I get it. I get that. And I am not rich. I put a little contingency fund away when I started this particular channel in December of 2023. Um, and what that means is every quarter we have raffles. So people who subscribe, comment on content, like the content, um, I keep a track of everybody's name, and I conduct the raffles live so that you can see that your name's being put in and it's completely fair. And thus far, 4 people have won $25 Amazon cards, and it's always fun to have an Amazon card, you know? Um, so Care Give Out for being such a staunch supporter. Um, Random Citizen won, and then Melody Moon, uh, T and oh gosh, Eric, and oh, I'm forgetting one other person who won the Amazon card. I'm so sorry. T-Bird, Random Citizen, Care Give Out, and oh, 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 forgive me. So the reason that I give out money to the community is because I want this channel to be a charity, meaning just through me. So anything that's earned on this channel upon monetization goes out to people who need it. For instance, who doesn't love cats or dogs? Sometimes people don't have enough money to take their dog to the vet. How sad is that? Who do you go to when you don't have family or maybe you're alone? Now, and in part, I want to be completely honest. This is a reflection of something that I went through because I didn't feel the support. And it was a corruption of power. And I do find that a lot of quote unquote charities, a lot of wealthy people use them for tax write offs. One charity that I really did believe in was Live Strong when Lance Armstrong ran it, and it was for cancer. And he did save over 500,000 people. What will he be remembered for? Uh, the FDA and blood doping, but Purdue Pharma connected to people in Oxycontin. At any rate, so the reason I'm going to give you some more Meghan Markle questions tonight is because these are more theory type questions and what you think. And I think Meghan Markle is a very good example to gauge a normal, quote, emotionally stabilized human being. I'm getting to the point where I feel sorry for her because every single channel that I watch, and a lot of channels are these whip smart, humorous people, and they just dig and joke at her. But what these people don't realize is you're making money off of her. And so I always wonder what the intent of somebody's channel is, for example. Yet, at the same time, 6 million people start channels every day. And I do believe in supporting everybody because everybody deserves to make a living and everybody needs help. And of course, I want to obviously earn money for myself, for my health. However, I really want to give back because I'm getting another full-time job. And so this kind of started off as a hobby, and I'd love this to turn into a real YouTube charity wherein people can come and if they need help, counseling, anything. In the meantime, I am going to continue to try to put up some interesting footage. So here's some questions about Meghan Markle. I was watching Suits And I was just watching a few episodes and I asked this question before. Took a lot of hours to figure this question out. So you're kind of going on a treasure hunt with these questions to other channels because I want to share um, different videos I've watched where I've learned a lot about Meghan Markle because I don't talk about her a lot, and these channels are fantastic and they're good people. I don't like the channels that are constantly criticizing because that's really negative energy. So, okay, I want this is my first question, and it's already on the original. Well, it's already on the playlist, but I'll repeat it. How many minutes per episode was Meghan Markle in during her tenure on Suits? So, how many minutes, seconds per episode was she on during her tenure at Suits, and how many years was her tenure? Check out George the Giant Slayer for that answer. The other reason I'm asking questions about Meghan Markle and the royal family is because people are interested. My grandmother grew up watching the Queen being coronated. Um, my family's very pro-monarchy, and a lot of people aren't. But what Meghan Markle did is she came in and she destroyed a human being. We can go into specific dates, and I will give you those specific questions. But if you just look at the big picture of what Meghan did, think about this, and this is a question. What is her talent? What is Meghan Markle really good at? Okay? Who was one of the first person or persons, there's two people, who are the first two people she ghosted, which now means markled. If that word is in the actual dictionary, okay, Thomas Markle Jr., what was the name of his YouTube channel? And what favorite episode did you like of his and why? Who is Meghan Markle's sister? Well, that would be Samantha Markle. What was the name of her book? Why did she write the book? Also, what was the court case about with Samantha and Meghan Markle? What channel was at 100,000 people for about almost a year and a half? Now, even though this particular YouTuber, she didn't complain, but she said, "I'm stuck at," but I would personally would never say that. One person or two people are interested, there's a lot of world out there. So, people that have that many, human beings interested in content should be so flattered and don't complain if 100,000 people subscribe almost to you. That's what it's turning into, and AI is huge. Also, there are many pictures of Meghan Markle that are doctored, and I'm thinking of one particular picture, and it's Doria holding Meghan as a baby. Take a look at that picture and tell me if you think it was altered. One other question. Why do you think, and in order to learn about the history of Meghan Markle, I referred you to Cheer Denise. to listen to her readings of Revenge. Listen to the last 2 chapters. Also, what is the name of Meghan Markle's new podcast? The other question about Meghan Markle, has she gone too far when she was talking about, mismarriages, losing okay? Do you believe that she ever did have a miscarriage? What about the 2 children? What is your Archie? How many people did Prince Harry claim that he took the lives of? And was Meghan Markle on the yachts? And do you believe she knew Andrew first? So those are some questions. I'll shut down this stream and post sorry, I will add this to the playlist. And I hope these questions give you pause because Meghan Markle's a very good example to use because everything she does is the opposite of what we're doing here. Polarized opposite. And because she is a negative entity, I want to do something fun with it because you know what? She's all over the internet. It's all so negative, and I just wanted to do something fun. And, the channels that do talk about Meghan Markle, like the Royal Grift, TNT UK, well, they're concerned about what she's representing to the younger generation. They're so easily influenced because she's the last person that should be talking about mental health because she is so mentally ill. That's the irony of all of this. And my question to all of you is how does she keep getting away with it? We're all talking about her, channels that they make livings off of talking about her. Everybody knew she was wearing a moon bump, but the UK press nor said anything about it. It was actually Emma, I believe at Ems from TNT UK, and she has a video about the children. So check out some of these videos that I'm referring you to. Also, I don't know any of them, but I email TNT UK a lot because I just love her. So what's my favorite channel? Okay. I hope you all have a good night. I think we should do the raffle after Easter. So I wish you all a good Easter, but I will be back on tomorrow. And tomorrow night, after 2 years, about well, I did tell the ghost story about when I was a little kid, and Melody Moon is going to send in a story. And if there's anybody that has stories out there that are really unique and different, you can email them to me. And I don't talk about anybody on the channel. Um, I'm really going to start digging into content where I have a lot of questions. It's interesting because I'm 53 and I feel like my curiosity's peaked. And that also has to do with maturity, growth, and does come crumbling down on Megan. I what will happen to her? And again, her and Harry are two of the most mentally ill, quote unquote, celebrities. And she's talking about mental health and being a mother, but she doesn't talk like a mother. She doesn't act like a mother. She's a narcissist. If she had a little girl that looked like Diana, she would have that little girl dressed up all over the place because with narcissism, the child is an extension of yourself. And she has all the children's pictures are of the back heads. Some of the heads are orange, some of them are brown. But my main question is, we all know this. Mainstream media knows this. The government knows it. Why was she let in to the California fires? Do some research. Also, Harry and Meghan are related, and you can find out about that on TNT UK. Excellent video. Enjoy the treasure hunt, and $100, lot of money, and all I do is email transfer it to you. So, for those of you that have won, Amazon cards, could you please email testimonials about the experience, how you felt, what you did with it. And again, with this $100, use it for yourself or give it to the charity of your choice. Or instead of giving it to a charity where 5 cents goes to help people, give it to one person who actually needs it. And as far as people that are addicted to drugs, do never give money, give food. Food, okay? All right. Thank you for coming, and if you subscribe all, and I really look forward to tomorrow night's ghost story. And again, check the playlist for more Meghan Markle questions. Again, my name is Lasha, and thank you for coming to High Voltage. And good night.